Welcome back to the Naveen Raj at Sanchia channel. Today I am going to explain you about the different types of thermometers. And do you know what purpose thermometers are using? Thermometers are used to measure the temperature of a body or an object. And temperature is a measure of how hot or cold an object is. So we have the different types of thermometers, and let me go with one by one. Mainly 5 types of thermometer I'm going to explain you. In that, the first one is mercury thermometer and alcohol thermometer, laboratory thermometer, clinical thermometer and digital thermometer. In that, the first one is, I'll go with the mercury thermometer. You can see here. So this is the mercury thermometer. Here you can see this is the bulb of the thermometer, and outside it is a tube, and inside the tube there is a capillary tube. In that capillary tube they filled the mercury, and mercury thermometer was invented by the Gabriel Fahrenheit, and mercury element mainly used in the thermometers because it has few advantages. So let me discuss with you the advantages of mercury thermometers. First advantage is mercury does not stick to glass. Second one, it is sensitive to heat and expands even at slight increase in temperature. Mercury is a shiny, slivery liquid that is easily visible through a glass thermometer, and so it is easy to read its level. Mercury has a freezing point of minus 39 degrees Celsius and a boiling point of 357 degrees Celsius. This allows a wide range of temperature that can be measured. In other hand, the mercury thermometers also have the few disadvantages. And these mercury thermometers are highly expensive because means they are very costly. And second one is, mercury is a toxic element. Care should be taken while handling the mercury thermometer. It should not break while handling. So care should be taken. It should not break. Let me move on to the second type of thermometer, that is alcohol thermometers. So different types of alcohols are used in the alcohol thermometers, and it also have the few advantages. Let me discuss advantages of using alcohol thermometer. First advantage of alcohol thermometer is they are cheaper, more easily available, as well as less toxic than mercury. Second advantage is their freezing points are much lower than mercury, and so they can be used to measure temperatures as low as minus 110 degrees Celsius. A few disadvantages are that most alcohols evaporate at high temperatures. So alcohol thermometers cannot be used to measure temperatures higher than 76 degrees Celsius. Alcohols are generally transparent, and so red color is added to make them visible. Depending on where they are used, there are several kinds of thermometers. Clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer and digital thermometers are examples of a few types of thermometers. Principle behind the thermometers. Most materials expand when you rise their temperature. This process is called thermal expansion. Thermal expansion is a basic principle of a liquid filled thermometer. When we place a thermometer in an object or a material, as the temperature increases, the liquid inside the bulb expands and moves up the capillary tube. The level of the liquid inside the thermometer shows the temperature of the object or the material. That is how we measure temperature. Next one is clinical thermometer. A clinical thermometer is smaller in length as compared to the laboratory thermometer. The scale marking on the clinical thermometer is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. This is mostly used to measure human body temperature. The temperature of human body normally does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. The normal human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. The bulb of the clinical thermometer is generally filled with mercury. The clinical thermometer has a kink or constriction in the capillary tube close to the bulb. This has an important role when reading the temperature. To use the clinical thermometer, it is first cleaned well. It is then shaken firmly to allow the mercury level to drop below 35 degrees Celsius. The bulb is then placed either under the tongue or in the armpit of the person whose temperature is to be measured. The thermometer is left undisturbed for a minute and then removed. The temperature is read by noting the level at which mercury has risen in the capillary tube. The kink in the clinical thermometer is useful as it prevents the mercury level from the going down after the thermometer is removed. Next one is digital thermometers. Nowadays, the digital thermometers are replacing the mercury thermometers because it has few advantages with it. The digital thermometer does not contain any toxic element like mercury, and it is lightweight, easy to use, is easy to carry also, and it will give the clear values in the digits. So display will be there on the digital thermometer. Soon if you are reading the temperature of the body or an object, it will display in the numbers. So these all advantages makes the digital thermometer very famous nowadays.